Make a splash to supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And our idiom today is another one. It's like we're going on a streak where they don't know the origins, at least according to the internet. I haven't been able to find the absolute origin of this particular idiom. It's been popular since the middle of the 20th century. It's been around my whole life, at least as long as I can remember. Lots of stories about making a splash. But what does that have to do with growing and building and supersizing our business? To make a splash means to attract a lot of attention, usually in an exciting or attention-grabbing way. With the internet, we've seen a lot of opportunities, and with television and media, there's all kinds of, well, everybody's vying for our attention, right? And they're all finding ways to make a splash. So I was thinking about this with respect to marketing at different companies that have made a marketing splash. How have they gone about doing that? And I found a list of some examples that I think are pretty good. Maybe you can relate to some of these, maybe you can't. Maybe you've never heard of these companies. And then obviously you're not their target market because they didn't make a splash with you. They didn't make an impression on you. They didn't get your attention. But as we're thinking about this with respect to our businesses, how could we model or do something similar in our business? Would it fit with our customers, with our business plans, with our strategic plan, etc., and with what we're trying to create with our business? So think of Salesforce, for example. They created their own public relations. They created huge, giant events to launch their products and services, their software actually, to different people that they were trying to target. They had and they still do, they have like one of the biggest conventions for their customers, etc., and they're like out of this world entertaining. They have entertainers and everything else. Another company I can think of that makes a splash with their events is ClickFunnels. It's a company I've been associated with for, since 2017. So I think they do one of the best jobs in terms of being a marketing company for getting attention and making a splash. Chipotle created a movement. They created a movement with their business, and that's how they originally garnered all the attention they've gotten. Now they've gotten some attention for their lack of quality systems, in my opinion, in terms of people getting sick and having some health challenges with their products. Again, that's a very easy fix. It blows my mind every time I hear about Chipotle being in the news for having health challenges, again, with the way they're doing their systems, because it's not hard to fix. Michelin, a tire company, came up with a way of rating different restaurants and different experiences, and they created this whole rating system with their guide that is, the standard of many industries now. Dos Equis created and used a leading character or fun characters to get attention for their alcoholic beverages. AOL, if we remember AOL, they showed us the power of a free offer. Red Bull, they pull off large, spectacular events, and they sponsor amazing events and things around the world, and that's part of how they've gotten attention. Think of Apple. They have created a cult of followers, right? People that love Apple products are diehard Apple fans. They buy anything and everything they make, even knowing it's the same with different car companies. People will buy their products even though they know there's going to be a bunch of recalls and things on them. So just a couple of different ways that you can make a splash with your business. Love to know if you've heard this idiom, used this idiom. I don't know if I've ever said make a splash outside of when I was on the swim team for a very short period of time when I dove. And our purpose then was to not make a splash when we dove into the water. But that's another story. I personally think that this idiom probably came from people throwing things in water, and things either made a big splash or they didn't. Think of skipping stones, but there was no documentation to back that up. So not sure when it was first used either, but it's been around since my entire life, so the mid 20th century. All right, that's it. Love to know your experience with this particular idiom. Make a splash. How do you go about getting attention, making a splash, making sure that your business is appealing to the people that you want to appeal to? Not going to ever appeal to everybody, so make sure that you're appealing to the people that you want to work with. Learned a long time ago, it's a lot more fun, and you can have a lot bigger impact being a big fish in a little pond than being a little fish in a big pond. Guess I'd love to know your thoughts on that as well. Have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, see you tomorrow with another interesting business-related idiom. They're not necessarily business-related, but I twist and turn and find a way to make them related to how I grow and build and supersize my business and help other people to do the same. Have a great day. I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye.